Hey everyone, welcome back. I've got a special guest with me today, Jonathan Kersey. Hey Jonathan. He's the owner
Hey,
of yep. He's the owner of Renegade Coatings out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Jonathan started working with us here at Contractor AI just over 2 months ago. Since then, his business has seen some serious changes, and I wanted to bring him in to talk about what's worked, what's improved, and how he's managing the growth. Jonathan, first of all, I really appreciate you taking the time. Let's start simple. Can you just tell us a bit about what Renegade Coatings is all about?
of course, yeah. At Renegade Coatings, we specialize in residential and light commercial epoxy flooring. So we work with garages and basements, retail spaces. I've been running the company for like 4 years now, two techs and myself, but we built a pretty good reputation over the years. Most of it has come from word of mouth and repeat clients that we've had.
Yeah, love to hear that, man. At the end of the day, quality work is everything. Even if we bring you leads, if you're not doing good work, then it's not going to work out for anyone. Love that. And let's just rewind to a couple months ago. What was your marketing situation like before we first spoke?
Yeah, before we spoke, honestly, it was kind of inconsistent. Like most of our business was coming through referrals. We would use platforms like Home Advisor. We would get some good weeks, and sometimes the phone would be ringing off the hook. Then it would just kind of go silent for days, and we're just kind of like, "What's going on?" I tried Facebook ads once through another agency, burned like $600 on that a week. Didn't get any money or a single job out of it. No follow up, no tracking, no nothing. Just had a bunch of leads just sitting in inbox was super cold.
Yeah, the ups and downs of not having a solid system. We hear that a lot. Did you feel like maybe it was holding your business back? Like maybe you could be doing consistent 50K plus months, but you
Oh yeah,
weren't?
for sure. For sure. Yeah, we had the team and equipment ready, but we just didn't have any control over the pipeline. Like I would finish a job and then I'd be trying to find the next one, just scrambling around. So most definitely.
Gotcha. So when we first walked you through exactly what we have in place, the systems we have, all the different parts that, and also what other contractors you are using through us, like what stood out to you? You said you had worked with another agency who did Facebook ads too, but what stood out to you
Mhm.
with us?
I mean, the structure, you sat down, walked me through everything, how it all connects. So Facebook ads and how to pull in exclusive leads. AI replies, we'll get those back in seconds. That helped us out so much. Just kind of handling that back and forth. And then kind of being able to book everything right onto my calendar. Having that all synced up into one CRM. I got rid of the old school, so I didn't have to deal with spreadsheets and like sticky notes and things like that. And that was a big one for me because that helped me to not only save money, but I didn't have to chase every text or email. So it gave me some breathing room, so to speak.
Yeah, I understand. Like that's the goal with us as well. Like, at the end of the day, you're the contractor who does amazing work. Why should you be spending most of your time chasing leads, right? We want to build something that runs without you having to essentially monitor and supervise it. So you can just focus on doing your good work, which, clearly shows with your repeat customers and reputation. And so now, like, that you're in it, the system, it's been a couple of months. What's the day to day like when a new lead comes in?
Yeah, when a new lead comes in, I just click on the ad. It has a quick form to fill out. So, simple things like name, phone, project details, nothing too much. It all takes like 30 seconds. And then the AI is already messaging them like right away. So it asks questions like, the main things, pain points. It's, what's your budget? Where are you planning to start? And it answers all the simple stuff, installs or what surfaces we work on. And then it will give them a time slot. So if they pick one, it gets booked right onto my Google Calendar and I'll get an alert and notifications. And then it's pretty much just hands off from there until the estimate.
Gotcha. So you're saying you've just been showing up to appointments without having to lift a finger. It's just every day you wake up, all right, I got an appointment here, and you just show up.
Exactly. The lead's already warmed up for me. Everybody's already informed. So I don't even have to deal with that back and forth.
Love to hear that. Let's talk about numbers, because obviously the experience is great, but like if there are no numbers to compare to, then it doesn't really make sense. So what do those
Of
look like?
course. Yeah, so I mean right now we spent say right around $3,200 on ads since we started. Out of that, we closed about $91,800 worth of jobs. So that's between garage, driveways, a few interior spaces, and then there's about 65,000 in estimates that are still pending or waiting for follow-up. So the average time from lead to first contact, let's say less than a minute. So pretty fast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, the AI, that's what's doing the first contact through SMS. So it's seamless, it's consistent, it costs a fraction of a human being. So, hey, that solves a lot of problems. Here, this call is actually, I will be putting it out just so we can get more business as well. But
Okay.
for the audience watching, I'll just quickly share the screen and pull up your pipeline. So, yeah, do you recognize this?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So this is your pipeline, right? So like you were saying, this is what like the closed jobs. First of all, you have 91,000, almost $92,000 worth in here. This is out of 162 leads that we generated for you in the past 2 months, and yeah,
Yep.
$63,000 in estimates given. And one thing I want to highlight here about this pipeline stage is that every time an estimate is given, we have our AI constantly reaching out to these leads, nurturing them, reminding them about offers that we have. And, they might not close today, but in the coming weeks, maybe in a month or two, you will be still consistently closing jobs from just estimates that you've given a while ago. It's just been 2 months since you started, so you might not see much from here, but trust me, man, like just a few weeks later, you will be closing deals from this alone. You can just pause the ads. Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry, you were freezing there a little bit.
All good now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Did my audio cut out?
The video was freezing.
All good. Okay. But no worries, no
Yeah.
worries. But yes, moving on. How was it like revenue wise? What did that look like before these systems were in place?
Yeah. Well, I used to do tw around 12K a month. And that was pretty much only if things had went well. But last month we hit 26K, just right over 26K. And this month's honestly already looking higher. And it's only the second week that we're in so far.
Yeah, yeah. Love to hear that, man. I mean, makes sense. First month was a little bit higher than the second month. First month you did about 35, then was 26 because yeah, you did go on like a vacation in the week in the middle, but that's still pretty
Yeah.
good. Like, 3 out of 4 weeks you still made 26K, and yeah, coming up like in the past 2 weeks, I think it's what, like 12, 14K or something. We'll give you the exact
hmm
numbers after the call as well. But yes, what's changed in the day-to-day of your business since implementing this system?
To be honest, I'm just booked. I'm booked up like way in advance now. That's never happened before. Normally looking for jobs. Now, I feel like I'm keeping up with everything. So cash flow is finally steady. I'm not glued to my phone right now, having to answer messages. I hired another tech now to help keep up with install. So now we're starting to move like a real operation. Before we were just kind of moving like just one job at a time. So it's made things so much more smooth. It's streamlined everything.
Gotcha, man. I mean, I understand, the predictability kind of gives you peace of mind. What you don't have to worry about where your next job is coming from.
100%. And now that I'm able to think ahead, I can plan ahead. So I can plan gear purchases, I can schedule better. And what's the most beautiful part, I can actually take some weekends off to myself now.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, like you've been working hard as well. At the end of the day, it's not just the system. That is what I'd like to tell. I like to tell most of our clients as well. It's not just the system, right? Of course, we can generate the leads. We can have the AI text the leads and reach out to them. But calling the lead, having that personal element with you calling the lead and caring about it also plays a huge part. And if I go through the stats, I can see that you've been doing a really good job calling the leads when they come through as well. So also, Jonathan, if there's another epoxy contractor, flooring contractor watching this, and maybe they're on the fence, with going ahead with us, or just not completely sure, what would you say to them?
I would just let them know I've been there. I've spent the money. I've gotten nothing out of spending the money, and it's tough. But this is different. So, if they want leads that's exclusive, if they want them followed up on instantly, booked into their calendar, this system works for that, and it's gonna make things so much easier for them. You still have to show up, and close, but it takes the heavy lifting off of your plate. And the last thing I'll tell them, if you want predictable leads without having to chase them by yourself, this is worth it.
Really appreciate you, Jonathan. We've really enjoyed working with you, and we're excited to see what the future holds as well. Like my goal personally is to get you to 100K per month at least, and I'm 100% sure. Just a couple of months go by, and I can see you there, man. I really appreciate you hopping on. Thanks for your time, and yeah, let's keep crushing this.
For sure. Thanks for having me.